invitation and sharing my experiences, sharing my work-life balance with you, especially with a woman. It's a great opportunity for me. And if every time I'm ready to do my best for this project, for this great community. And if you let, I want to share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
No, I can't. Post disabled participant screen sharing. It's written. Please open.
Yeah, you can share.
Perfect. Okay, now, first of all, about me, I want to speak. Just a minute. Okay. I want to speak about me. I am Rovana Novruzova. I live in Azerbaijan and I am 32 years old. And my professional career began about six years ago, but I can say that I have been working about 16 years. From my university years bachelor degree, I began to work. I studied one of the top universities in Azerbaijan, and my specialty was American Studies. While studying, I was teaching children in English, and it was a great opportunity for me while working, earning my money, and being independent and doesn't depend on my family from my financial side of my life. And I worked as an English teacher for 10 years, and after my university, I got married, and because of the children's being little, because of my marital status, I couldn't work again from 9 to 6. I mean, and I continued to teach children because of the less hours, because of the working from home. It was a great opportunity, but I continued to work. About 6 years ago, I decided that I have to start my career, and I started as a call center specialist, as you see from the slide. And while working, I worked with the customers. It was a good opportunity for me for patience, for resilience, for strong communication with customers and with other people. Then after if I'm not mistaken, after 3 months, I was promoted as a head of sales department, and this position learned me how to lead people, how to work on people, and how to communicate with them more accurately. Because of my being head of these workers, I learned how to work with them. And but I thought that I want to be more communicated, and I don't just want to solve their problems, but I want to support their growth and development. That's why while working, of course, I started to work on me, and I went so many HR human resources courses, trainings. It can be online, it can be remote, and etc. After work, I did all of them. And after a few months, I got a job offer related to human resources, and I began to work in this field that I dreamed, that I wanted, that I wished. And about 3 years ago, I began to work as an HR specialist, but I knew that the demands are so very high. There are so many HR specialists in this field, and I have to distinguish myself from them in any knowledge, maybe in any initiative, maybe in anything. I have to distinguish from others. And again, while working, I began to study one of the prestigious certifications named by SHRM. And as you know, it's the exam that given from the United States of America, and it took me about 7 months to prepare on this certification exam. And last year in July, I got my certificate as SHRM, and it was one of my dreams. And while working, it was so hard because not only my work, but also my life, my children, my household. Also, I think it didn't become an obstacle for me, but it was very difficult for me to realize my dream. I remember even there were so many days, so many months that I stayed at work about 11 p.m. and after work I read my lessons, I prepared my presentations and etc. And as I said, last year in July, I got my I got my certification, but I want to connect this with my work and life balance. While preparation, generally, while learning, while studying something, you have to be someone who supports you, not only mental but also physical. For example, it can be my partner, my life partner, my husband, and my mother helped me so much in and feeling their responsibility with their work life and prioritizing their relationship. Yeah, it's very important. Then I can speak about women, women's independence nowadays. Because
This is very hot topic and everyone want to take it as independence, like in concern of how to say that they, in my observation, the independence meaning is now very vast. So I think we should uh, talk, or we should talk about women independence in a way that they should also know about their respectful boundaries and also their cultural and also the religious aspects, what I think. Irrespective to independence is like whatever they want to do.
Of course. But nowadays in the world, it's repeated that the independence of women mostly depends on the country where you live. It plays an important role for the women's independence. Independence, as you said, we don't mean that independence is merely your financial independence. Independence is that you can do what you want. No, independence can be in a frame that you can still wear everything you want, but of course you have to train yourself. And in this way, you can, it doesn't depend on that you are married or not. Independence can women's rights and there are so many independent factors. For example, in our country, I can tell, in Azerbaijan, women nowadays, in about 50 or 60 years, the women's independence are more than the previous Filipinos and others, and the generation, the new generation of independence, much more than the older one. And it's a complex process, I can say, and it can be related by your social factor,
Yes.
your hormonal factor, your economic factor, and as I said, your political factor, that country where you live. But I can speak in my country about my country. What is the factor that they uh, they help the women to be more independent? For example, the first factor that I can say is education. Education, over the years, women have gained access to education at
Yes.
every level, and it empowered women so much because they try to fulfill their careers, they continue to develop their social interest, And they knew that what they want and what their goal, and will they reach their goal independently and deciding themselves and acting as they decide without any obstacle, I want to mean. And the second factor is economic empowerment. Economic empowerment is um, women's working, women's career, improving their careers, is earning their own income. It's a big factor that they can feel themselves more independent. And it also helps them to control and to make decisions in their personal life. The other factor can be social and cultural shifts. Nowadays, for example, we have a tendency called by feminism. Uh, of course, too much feminism is good for you, but when it's normally, I also prefer feminism because women play a pivotal role in advocating for gender equality, in also in life, but also in work life. Because there is a tendency that women can be leadership, can stay in high level positions. It's also stereotype that we have to break it. There is no tendency that women can be people, women can be leaders, and it's possible. And of course, the other factor can be technological opportunities, advantages, because women, especially married and uh, without any help, women without any help, they can't go anywhere and go out the house. And because of the technological advantages, they can work freelance, they can work from social media. For example, they can sell their handcraft and by this way they can earn their income. It's also not only economic independence, but also it's the motivation for a woman that she feels herself valued and she knows that she is not alone, and whenever she wants, she can earn her income. The other factor can be legal factors because government in our country, the government has enough laws that they um, can give an advantage to the woman's laws or rights. For example, vote. For example, they can vote in elections. For example, they can be in legal form. They can women can make their own decisions. And marriage or family laws also. There are so many laws that they prefer women than men. And of course, changing family dynamics, I can say one of the factors because now women, now all the people think that, not all, but all of the people think that not only the women must do all the household, all the child care, but also it can be divided into your partner. And nowadays, the men, the partners also understand that it's she works and comes home with me in the same time. Of course, your plan is going to be as mine. That's why I work here. For example, we can divide our child care, we can divide our household responsibilities, and we help them. It's also factors that women can.
But at this point, most of time, in Pakistan, or not only in Pakistan, my country, also in other countries, what I have been observed, sometimes the post-marriage conflicting rise in this as way that the men when think that the woman is not giving time or she is becoming more dominant on the decisions or the other things. So this, I think, create problem.
Yeah, of course, it's a big thing. For example, when I was 17, I had an opportunity for going to the United States of America because my specialty. But my father didn't let me, and I couldn't go. Yes, but if I had chance, if I had my brain when I was in, I would uh, I would go without any restrictions, but I didn't go.
Yeah, of course, you have to respect because the parents or even some partners they really care about you in concern of security and all this factors. So I think we should respect that as well. And also for the working environment and generally, do you think that in your experience the men did support you or like you got problem from men's side that they don't like that women should become more powerful or become more strong in profession.
Uh, I think that it depends on the family and it depends on the place. For example, in Azerbaijan, we can live in the urban side of
Yes.
Azerbaijan and in rural side.
True, true.
In rural side, women can work, they have to grow their children.
Yeah, yeah.
Their responsibilities are in their house. But in the urban side of Azerbaijan, of course, where I say it in not all the families, not all the elder people,
Yes.
but almost of them think that my, for example, I can say mother-in-law and special father-in-law, they prefer the rice cooking, but they must think is that my son, as a father, as a husband, can't do everything that we want, and she has to work, and in this way they can together do everything that they want. And as a mother and as a grandmother, I have to support them. I can't. It mustn't be an obstacle for them that we can't work. You only have your child and etc.
I
It
agree.
depends on the people's minds. Uh, and for example, TV programs and social media and environment plays an important role in this field.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's not so good, but it's their mindset and we can change it.
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah, we can change it, and we have to go. For example, the elder people think that they are assertive, and every decision they make, everyone has to do and has to follow. But if you go compromise with yourself, the life will be much easier, much less, will be less stressful.
Yes.
Nowadays, there are so many stressful situations in our life that we face.
Yes.
We have to make them less, not for making them more.
Agree. Okay, thank you, Rovana, for your very nice talk. So, in last 2-3 minutes, I would want to ask that, in concern of behavior, like, do you know that in the world, the tolerance and the patience becoming very less, and everyone is like have their own opinion, but I think we should respect the other opinion as well, or if we have conflicts, we should resolve peacefully. So when you are angry, what you do first thing, and secondly, how do you react when you really don't like something?
In my general life or in my work life?
Both.
Well, okay. First of all, I won't think about my work life, and there are some situations and feelings that I do then. I do this act, this feeling, in both of the situations. For example, I have learned that if you are angry and if you don't know yourself, and if you don't agree with the people's or person's attitudes, the first thing is to think left. Because when you are angry, you don't think so
Wisely.
so yeah. First of all, you have to be calm, and the first thing for being calm and making correct decisions is observing. This answering people is observing them. Because in the field, you will know that how he will act in the angry mood, how he will act in the calm mood, how he will act in the happy mood, and etc.
Yeah.
After observing, okay, I listen to everyone, and at the end of the discussion, I make my own decision. In a situation that they talked about sleep, And the most important thing is listening to everyone and at last making decision yourself. I try to act in both of the situations like.
So, in your opinion, if you don't like the next person's behavior or attitude, so you convey him or her, or you just stay calm, or you just remove the relationship. I don't think so. The relationship should be ended in this way. I think if you convey, and maybe some persons have feelings and respectful feelings, so he or she can understand.
Yes, of course. I don't remove. It's not ethical, I think, because it's your workmate.
Yeah.
It's a member of your family. You have to communicate with
True.
them. Yeah, of course. No, I don't remove or I don't neglect it, but I try to say it in a gentle way that if you do not like this but like this, it will be more sweeter,
Yeah,
more
yeah.
pure. And in my interviews, I always say that I worked in one company as I did for 4 years, and in the interviews, I am asked that if we call your previous work, what will your workmates say about you? And I always answer that if you read to my previous work and ask that how is Ravana, what can you say about her? They will always say that she never got conflicted with anyone. I have never conflicted with anyone. It doesn't matter he is true or I am agree with him or I'm not agree. I try to say something in a gentle way. If he accepts, it's true. If he doesn't accept, it's also his choice or her choice. I can do my thing, but my aim is, my goal is saying the words that I think in a kind way. I say what I think, but in a kind way, not really or in unethical behavior. I don't have it.
Also for your husband, he you also
My
don't
husband,
react.
well, this situation changed.
So you can say anything to him.
Situation changed about my husband.
Okay, thank you, Rovana, so much for the wonderful talk. Inshallah, we will have another talk soon, so we can talk another talk. Thank you.
Thank you too. I will wait again. Thank you. Bye bye. I'm alone. Yeah, of course, my husband also helps me, but I have my own responsibilities that I have to do. Their responsibilities also I have to do. That's why these challenges and difficulties we face every day nowadays. It's
So
also
you mean you started your work after your marriage?
yes.
Oh, so before your marriage, you were studying and you didn't start the professional life.
Not professional life. I went to work for less hours, 3, 4, because I studied in the university and I had to do my university lessons before marriage. Yes, and part-time I've worked. It wasn't difficult for me because my
Okay.
university and career life, and I was young then. Now that's why that's why it was too easy than now.
Okay. And do you think that